If you want to hack a college degree and graduate years faster, you have to choose the right school. So in today's video, I'm going to walk through 15 different universities that might be a good fit for you to accelerate your degree and save years of time. Now, at the end of the video, I'm going to go through a little list of things that you need to really look for and be careful of, and I guess be aware of, because choosing the wrong school can cost you years of time. So I'll go through some warnings at the end of the video as well, so that you don't end up choosing a school that's not the best fit. Let's jump over to my computer screen. The first school I want to show you is called Western Governors University. The reason I want to show you this school is because all of their programs are competency-based, which means you can go at your own pace. And their focus with majors are literally which degrees are the most popular for high-end jobs and making really good income. So they've got business degrees and tech degrees, health and nursing, education degrees. They don't have a ton of really niche degrees. They're mainly focused on kind of the high income degrees that are going to get you into the most common jobs. All of these degrees are competency based, so you can absolutely hack these and earn these bachelor's degrees in less than a year and then go on to master's degrees. The next school I want to show you is called the University of Maine at Presque Isle. They have traditional degrees and competency-based or hackable degrees. These Your Pace programs are hackable. Now, they don't have a ton to choose from, but they've got some core business degrees, criminal justice, English, communication, journalism, history and political science, psychology, and then a bunch of liberal studies majors. So not a ton to choose from, but very hackable, one of the better schools for accelerating degrees. Now, the next school I want to show you, if you need a school like with a really big name, the University of Wisconsin, they don't really promote or advertise this, but they have what they call their flexible option. Now, if we go into programs, there are just a couple to choose from: business, diagnostic imaging, health science, IT, or an RN to BSN nursing degree. The catch here is you have to have an associate's degree first to qualify. Now, the good news is they have a hackable Associates of Arts and Science right here. So the goal would be finish this one real quick and then jump into one of these. But if you're looking for a big name, this could be a good school. Now, some of these big name, like really, I guess, schools where you see their sports teams on TV, things like that, sometimes the curriculum is more challenging and it is going to take you longer, but still completely self-paced. The next one I want to talk about is University of Massachusetts Global. If we go here into Explore Degrees, you have to be careful that you properly filter and choose the right programs. If we're going through programs, they have online programs and online self-paced. Make sure you filter for the self-paced programs. They are called MyPath. As you can see, another associate's degree, a bunch of business degrees, and they even have one master's degree. So these MyPath programs are self-paced. The next one I want to talk about is Purdue University Global, a big name school who added an online series of online programs that are accelerated and self-paced. Now, they have traditional. They also have self-paced. I'll show you how to find each one. Now, if we go into business degrees here, just for example, you'll see they have accounting, business administration, finance, human resources. But as you can see here, under the business administration section, they have a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, and they have an Excel Track Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. These Excel Track programs are competency-based and can go more quickly. Now, it's done a little bit differently. I'll let you go through on your own time and see if there's an Excel Track program in your area of study. Instead of a traditional 120 credits, you do like 180 smaller credits, and basically you're proving competency in 180 different topics or categories to earn the degree. So it does take a little bit longer. If you're shooting for under a year, I'd maybe choose one of the other schools. Another is Capella University. Now, they have traditional programs as well. If we go into degree programs, we'll use business again just to make the example easy. If we go to the business degree page, we're going to scroll down, and here is what we're going to look for right here. On this particular page, they offer flex path or guided path. Flex path is competency-based and self-paced, and you can see the differences here. So guided path is traditional. So keep that in mind. Another school, Texas A&M University Commerce. It's basically their online school, Texas A&M online programs. And again, you've got to filter for the right programs. If we go down here, let's see, all degrees, all locations, and online. This box right here, you're going to want to toggle to online competency-based, okay? And as you can see, it'll filter, and you've got a big list here of different competency-based degrees. Texas A&M, like a pretty cool school, and they're self-paced. Now, under a year, these are going to be pretty intense programs, more challenging. Under a year's likely possible, but maybe 18 months to 2 years is more reasonable for this particular program. Another one, Northern Arizona University, and they call it their flexible personalized learning programs. These are competency-based. They don't have a ton to choose from, but flexible personalized learning is the term that they use for competency-based. Now, another school to look into is Walden University. Their competency-based degrees are called tempo learning. So look at this tempo learning up here. And if we scroll down, you can go to programs offered, and you can see they've got a pretty decent variety, but not a ton of majors to choose from. But they've got health studies, public health, criminal justice, early childhood, and they've got some masters in like psychology, things like that. So they've got some kind of niche majors that are more specific. Now, the next one I want to look at, and I want to use this as a bad example of what not to look for. And you got to be really careful as you're choosing these schools. But University of Phoenix, they offer competency-based programs. This is what I want you to look for. If we scroll down here, they have pace and duration. Pace for a traditional degree, 1 5 to 6 week course at a time, and then competency-based, about 4 months to complete 4 courses. Now, I have heard feedback or reports that you can actually, with special permission, complete 5 courses in 4 months, but still 5 courses in 4 months. You're not like, that's a normal amount of time. You're looking at 4 years to graduation. Now, they also charge per credit. That's another red flag, okay? I prefer schools that charge you per term instead of per credit. Now, if you can go to look at these schools that offer, like, let's say they charge like $3,500 for a 6-month term, but there's no cap to how many credits you can earn in that term. If you get your whole degree in 6 months, you're paying $3,500. $300 a credit. Even if you did finish a little bit faster, you're still paying 4 years of school. So University of Phoenix is kind of my model for what not to look for, because number one, they have a cap on how many credits you can earn in a specific amount of time. So it's going to take you 4 years to graduate. Number two is they charge you per credit instead of per term. Now, these are competency-based programs. There's another approach that you can take, and I would kind of use this as your backup plan, but you've likely heard of student or people online talking about, like, go take a bunch of CLEP exams or sophia.org classes or study.com classes or Straighterline or a number of other types of third-party credits and then transferring them over to schools. I would use this as a backup plan. I don't like the strategy as much, but there are schools like Thomas Edison State University. They'll accept like up to 3 years of transfer credits from these third parties, and then you do the last year as a traditional student. They do have a little way that you can waive that and test out of some of your classes through the school if you pay an extra fee. Liberty University Online is similar. They'll accept up to 3 years from third parties, and then you do the final year of your degree as a traditional student. Excelsior University is another. They'll accept, they actually say they'll transfer up to like 113 credits, but you still actually have to be enrolled as a traditional student for like a year in their programs. And another would be Charter Oak State College, transfer up to like 3 years, finish the last year as a traditional student. Southern New Hampshire University is similar, transfer up to 90 credits, finish the final year as a traditional student. Now, Southern New Hampshire actually used to have competency-based programs, but they removed that, and now they only offer those competency programs to refugees who are like seeking asylum in the U.S. and not U.S. residents. If you're a U.S. resident, you can't go use their competency-based programs, at least for now. Maybe that changes in the future, but at least for now. Now, something I want to show you here. When a school says transfer up to 90 credits, you really got to focus on up to, okay? It's kind of like a sale at a store where they're saying, hey, up to 90% off, but then you see some products that are like 10% off, okay? So it really is going to depend on what major you choose and what credits you've earned outside. I really am a much bigger fan of just hacking the entire degree through these universities that offer competency-based programs, because there's less risk. You're not going to risk losing credits if they change their transfer policies, and where you earned credits shows up on your transcripts. So if you're wanting to go like Ivy League down the road, or high-end schools, or work really high-end jobs, and your transcripts show that 3/4 of your degree is from these random online websites, it just doesn't look as clean. Now, I'm not against this approach to like earn outside transfer credits and then bring them in. I just think I treat it as a backup plan if you can't find a clean way to hack your degree for your particular major, then kind of go to plan B, if that makes sense. Now, a couple things. Ask yourself a few questions. Number one, does this path offer me the chance to graduate in less than 1 year? If it does not, look at other paths. Number two, flat rate tuition, like I talked about before. Can I earn this degree for less than $10,000? Hopefully even less than that, hopefully less than $5,000. If you can't, look at other paths. Number three, does earning this degree open the right doors for me? Let's say you want to go to Harvard Law School. Don't choose just a random school. Make sure you choose a school that will get you into that program. So keep those things in mind as you're choosing. Now, this video alone is likely not enough. You got to do more research to figure out what school you want to go to. What I'm going to do, I'll leave a link down below in the video description to another video. I call it my degree hacking tutorial. And I walk through 3 degree hacking steps that are going to allow you to graduate this fast. That is really important. Go watch that. And I do free consults as well. And I show you how to book a free consult at the end of that video in the degree hacking training. So don't just jump into a school because some random guy online told you to. Like, do your research. Use this as your starting point, and then try to map out a path. If you need help mapping a path, go watch that degree hacking tutorial below and look at how to get a free consult with me. I hope this video has helped. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you in the next video.